working together with tribal nations around the world to bring back unity, peace and harmony, and to protect the children. This is what this is about, is protecting our children. We need to stand up now for the future generations.
Yeah, I come from WA. There's a big tribe over there called Yamal in the north-west of WA, Pilbara. We're all united here to reclaim our land that's been stolen by the British through their colonialism settlement. So we had enough. It's wearing thin. This settlement program is wearing thin, so we had enough. They stole our land, stole our children, stole our mineral resources, and practically they stole our continent with all seas and islands with it. So they stole everything off us. There's nothing left for us to claim. So we've had enough of this. So we're all uniting into one big nation and try and get it back to the people who own the body. But mainly it's about the children. There's a lot of children that's been stolen here and internationally, and they never go back to their parents. They die in care of people that they've been allocated to. Colonialism settlement comes under the terra nullius, which the Mabo case sort of overturned. So we, by right, still have our sovereignty, and what they're doing here is illegal. They cannot make any more amendments to their program after that terra nullius program was overturned by Mabo. But they're still making amendments to all these programs concerning Aboriginal amendments. They can't do it, it's illegal.
I'm standing here with Uncle Eddie. We're in unity. I agree with everything that he said. This is about the children. We need to stand up. Men, we need to stand up for the women. We need to bring it back to Mother Nature, which is the grandma's law, the Kulpinya. This is the country that we're on. This is the law of the land. They have no jurisdiction here. That's why they're not on this continent. They're out at sea under Admiralty law and 200 meters off the land and up to 200 kilometers, but they're not even registered here. That's this corporation that calls themselves a government. They're registered off Cocos Island, Christmas Island and Norfolk Island. We need to wake up. They have no authority here on this continent. These are the people that have the authority, the bloodline, tribal people of this country, and they want to work with us, all of us together. We can do this, people. We can help each other. We just need to unite together under one cause for the children, for the future generations. Now, not only are there tribal people still back into the stolen generation, there's 22,000 kids in foster care in this country. 22,000 taken away from their families. That's another stolen generation. They can call it family services all they like, but that's just stealing the children. They don't put them back in with families, they take them away. Now, if you look at the suicide rates and the death rates in family services, you'll know that they're genociding the children. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Petrina Kumbola. I'm an old man, Gurruwiwi's niece, and us families are here. Tribute to my uncle. And it's the flag of that of my uncle. For Gurruwiwi, my uncle. And these are the families here with the Galpuyo Tendis. Yeah, family.
So we are calling for unity across this country and across the planet in honour of our late old man, the leader of this country, the leader of the water protector, the Yidaki healer of the planet, my father, my malu, Mr. Gurruwiwi. This is in honour of him. His task for me was to unite the tribes across this country, across the planet, and to unite all tribal people with the non-tribal people of this continent. So I'm going to pass this over to Uncle Juma. He's a Ladaki elder, and he's going to open up.
Hi everyone. We'd like to acknowledge the people of this country and all the people around the world. And we have staked our claim and claimed our Annie Yui my back. our country, of the Yolngu nation, calling unity of all the tribes across Australia, and calling unity for all the tribes across the world, the planet. Come and stand with us. We stand with we fight for our kids because they're our future. And if we're not here, well, they're not here.
I'd like to send out, on behalf of Tibala, I'd like to send out a calling to the Russian Federation and the international community to help us take international human rights for the human abuse of the tribal people of Australia. If we can get support and all the international community all over Australia and the planet. So we're calling on anyone to support us for the human rights and genocide and ethnic cleansing of our people of Australia. Thank you.
And we're still standing here with nothing. Not a cent, or not even a piece of land, because of all this colonialism settlement. They've taken the whole lot. If you go define colonial settlement on the dictionary and it'll explain what's going on here. They've taken everything, including children. They've stolen human beings, massacred our people, and stolen children. Who would do that? Which people on this planet would steal children from their parents, from their kind? We've been here for 250 years, and we've got a lot of murders and massacres and bloodshed in this country nobody wants to know about. So why isn't this happening? So we all joined hands here to try and fight all this massacres and genocide. And we joined hands with all the indigenous people and tribal people in the planet to join hands with us to fight these people, because we need help here. We're the oldest race on this planet, and this is how they treat us. They are here to commit genocide and take over this country. Well, they have committed genocide, put it that way. And genocide's got 5 or 6 meanings if you define it down to it, and the last one is you do not remove children from their family or from their tribe. Thanks.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Yidaki. I'm of the Wawarang, northeast of Melbourne, Yarra Valley. Up here is a new flag up the back. That flag was designed to change the jurisdiction of the earth. The Catholic Church got a copy and they changed their flag to come under that flag. Now, the story about creation. We're all created under we come from a great mother and a great father. Now, a lot of people don't know about the mother and how she actually birthed us. We were born out of her womb. But the great story that we need to share with the world at the moment, and it's not just for this country, it's for the worldwide, that if the children are not made to feel safe, no adult should ever feel safe either. Because we have to do our job and make sacrifices for the children of the planet as a whole. So it's all about the future. But we here can now make this occur simply by no longer selling ourselves to the system or taking anything from them. The moment they give to us, they think they own us. Say no to all that. We can survive without that, and we will. And we don't have to ask anyone for anything anymore. Now we know our power and we shall give them direction. But I won't say any more than that at the moment. So thank you.
We are also calling on an International Human Rights Tribunal for the human and child trafficking on this country. There are 24,000 children in child protection in this country. The tribal people represent 18,000 out of that 24,000. We are only 3% of the population. They are stealing our children daily. They are trafficking our children. They are exchanging money for our children to be taken away and removed from their families and placed with foreign people, both here and abroad. That is child trafficking. The tribal people of this planet are being trafficked across this country and across the planet, as are the non-tribal people on this continent and across the planet. We are calling on an International Human Rights Tribunal for the child trafficking on this continent called Australia immediately. And we are asking Rainer Fulmich and his team to work with us, to assist us, to take this to the international courts and end the child trafficking on this continent now. I want to share something with you. I put a video up on YouTube. It's called Jalu's Truth. My family said I can say his name. It's called Jalu's Truth. It was pulled down, and the reason it was pulled down is because there is a photo of King Charles III receiving healing from my father, from my Malu. When he came to Australia in 2018 for the Commonwealth Games, the king, the now king, who was Prince, travelled all the way to Yirrkala to receive healing from my father, from Mr. Gurruwiwi, the Yidaki healer of the planet. That's why they took down the Jalu's Truth. There is him greeting my father. When he met my father, his words were very clear. He said to my father, when he was seated, as he went to stand up, he said, "Stay there, Your Highness. It is a pleasure to meet you." King Charles, I respectfully pay our respect for your loss for your mother. Your mother held a ceremony and she gifted my father's family with the sword of deliverance. And that sword, when gifted to them, the words were uttered to the effect of, "Unite your people and take back your country, it's all yours." Well, the tribal people have united. The tribal people are standing in unison. We have united to stand together. The sovereigns have returned. We are advising the US military corporation as a belligerent occupier to stand down immediately. We are calling on King Charles. You came to my father for healing. You are still here today because of that healing. I am calling on you respectfully to come, to tell your administration, to tell the world that the true sovereigns of this land, the true sovereign people of this land, the tribal people of this land have taken back our land. We have taken back our rights to our self-determination. I need you, King Charles, to do the honourable thing and return back here in honour of my father, who I know you have respect for. Please, come back, because the tribal people of this country are dying. We are losing everything, but above all, we are losing our children that are being trafficked across this country. I also hold up for you my power of attorney for my father. I have right to speak for him. I have right to speak for the Gulpal clan and speak for the Yolngu nation as given by my father. He said, "You speak for me, speak my truth." I speak his truth. His truth is the original tribal people of this land have never ceded our sovereignty. We still own our terrain. We still own the rights to our self-determination. And we still own the rights to bear and raise our children as we see best. We are not against children being protected, but we can protect them ourselves. We are not against children being put into safe places, but those safe places must be with us, not with foreigners who are doing it for money, not for people who are trafficking them for money. To the US corporation, you are the belligerent occupiers of this land. The returning sovereigns have returned. Stand down. As my brother Rusty has called out to Vladimir Putin and the Russian Federation and Iran and the Middle East and everybody, everywhere around the planet, we are calling on an international tribunal for the genocide of the tribal people here. But we have returned. We are taking ownership of our land. We are taking ownership and self-determination over ourselves, and we want our children to stop being stolen. The stolen generation hasn't stopped, it has increased. And billions of dollars are being transferred from people to people, trafficking our children. We want that to cease and desist. We are calling on the end to all child trafficking across the planet. And we are calling on international community to come and help us stop the genocide for us and to stop our children being stolen. Thank you. And I give that message to you, King Charles, with absolute respect and honour, in honour of my father, Mr. Gurruwiwi, the true leader, the true healer for this planet. And he has spoken to me to unite the black and white across this country and the black and white across this planet to stand down these tyrannical corporate entities that are harming humanity. And we are making a stance here as sovereign tribal people to say, stand with us. It's time we end the genocide for all of us. It's time we create a new future.
Yeah.
Oh!